Here's another strategy that incorporates a hedge. Hey everyone, it's Mike. Welcome back to my channel. So on my last video, I started talking about a hedge bet and exactly what is a hedge bet, why do we use them, when do we use them, and what's their pros and cons. So if you haven't seen that video, just look for my last video. Should have been out last week, I believe, or maybe over the weekend. It was ironic because after I created this video and showed this this example of a hedge bet, I didn't really have a strategy per se, but it was ironic that I was looking at some other subscribers that I subscribed to, and I ran across a gentleman who created a YouTube channel, and he likes to play craps, but he likes to play craps on cruises, and he likes to try to earn enough points at the casino craps table on the cruise. He likes to earn enough points to get another cruise, to get enough points to win him another cruise in the future. And I'm going to share that with you because it was a really cool video, and it was along hedging. It talked about hedging. So I'm talking about the YouTube channel called The Holy Roller, Casino Craps and Cruising Comps. And the gentleman's name is Brian. Here is a link to his YouTube channel. And he actually just posted this within a few days ago or a week ago. And it just was ironic that it fell right into the same category that I was kind of playing around with, and that's hedging bets. So let me explain to you his strategy, and I'm going to try it. I'm going to roll it out. I actually put a comment on his channel and told him that I really liked his strategy, and that I was also learning how to hedge bets, and I wanted to try his strategy out on my channel and record it. And if everything goes well, I'll post it, and of course I'll give him all the credit. I'll put a link in my chat to his channel. But anyway, let's get into this. So if you look at this, his objective is to put a lot of money on the table because you get graded for comps at the casino by the size of your bets. So if you go to the casino and put $10 on the pass line and then follow it up with 2x odds and just roll it out, yeah, you're going to earn comps, but not very many. But if you put, a couple $100 on the table, you're going to start earning some comps. Well, on the cruise casino, those comps are converted into points. I don't understand it, but that's the way it sounded to me. And those points then can be redeemed for future cruises. And that's what that's what Brian's channel is all about. How to play craps on a cruise ship and earn enough points to then get a future cruise paid for. So here's his strategy. I'm going to show it to you. Again, it's a series of place bets that is protected by a hedge or a lay bet behind a number. And then he also tries to protect the hedge by using a hard way bet. So here's how it works. The initial setup is to put a $500 lay bet behind the 10. Okay? Now, if the 7 hits and you win, you have to pay a VIG. Whether you pay the VIG up front or when you win it is up to the casino. But the VIG on this bet, I believe, is $12. Okay? So you start off with a $500 lay bet behind the 10. You follow that up with a $75 bet on the hard way 10. Okay, the hard way is a 5-5. Okay, $75 on the hard way. It pays 7 to 1. Is that right? 7 to 1. So 7 times 75 will cover your $500 lay bet. So if you would roll a hard 10, you would lose this $500. Okay? Because this lay bet behind the 10 only wins on a 7. So if you rolled a hard 10, you would lose 500, but you would make up this winnings, the $75 times the 7 to 1. Whoops, times 7 to 1 is $525. So you would make up the losses. So now if you look at my distribution of combos over here, a 10 can only be rolled 3 ways. And we just took care of the 5-5, the hard 10. If it rolls, we still win a couple dollars. We lose 500, we make 525. Now, the only hole that you have on this lay bet is the 4-6 and the 6-4. Okay? Now, of course, every strategy is going to have holes. It's going to have risks. So that's the risk that you have to be willing to take if you want to play this strategy. If you roll a 4-6 or a 6-4, not only are you going to lose your hardway bet, you're going to lose your $500 lay bet behind the 10. But anyway, let's continue on. Once you put $75 on the hardway, you're then going to put a $60 bet on the 6 and the 8. So let's turn on our, there we go. Let's turn on our 6 and 8, and let's put a $60 bet on the 6 and the 8. Let's put a $25 bet on the 5. Okay. And then finally, we're going to put a $35 bet in the field. Now that sounds like an awful lot. It is an awful lot. Look at my bets. I have $755 on the table. That might earn you a few points. Might earn you some comps. Okay? So the only issue is you don't want to lose $755 to earn a few comps or a few points. So here's the idea behind the strategy. Every number that rolls will win you money, except if you roll a 7. Let's think about this. If you roll a 7, you're going to lose the hard 10, you're going to lose the place bet, you're going to lose the field bet. But you're going to win $250 minus the VIG. Okay? So if you add it all up, it comes to a loss of $17. Okay? If you roll a soft 10, which is a 4-6 or a 6-4, you're going to lose your $500 lay bet behind the 10. You're going to lose your $75 on your hardway. You're going to lose $575. Those are your pain points. Those are your holes in this strategy. Everything else will win you money except the 5. The 5, if you roll a 5, you'll win $35 on your place bet. You'll lose $35 on your field bet. That's a break even. It's not a loss. It's a break even. Okay? So I think the objective here is to put a lot of money on the table, earn some points, avoid this hole right here, the soft 10. Avoid that, and you can play for a long period of time. Maybe, you might lose a little bit. You might make a little bit, but the goal is you want to earn your comps. You want to earn your points. You want to win another cruise. So let's try it out. So I want my bets on and working, because your lay bets are always working. Your hard ways are always working. So let's just make every roll working. And let's go ahead and try this, okay? And let's confirm these payouts also. So let's go ahead and roll. I got to turn on my turbo mode, but there's a 6. So let me turn on turbo. And in Brian's video, he had to calculate the winnings and losses by himself. The beauty of putting this on a bubble craps or on a crapsy is the system's going to calculate it exactly the way it should be. So the 6 wins $35. If I come down here, the 6 wins $35. So that's been confirmed. Okay, let's continue to roll. Oops, I did not reset my field. When you when you hit a number that loses in the field, you've got to replace it. So I forgot to replace my field. That was my mistake. That 4 would have won us $35. But because I didn't replace it, I missed out on that opportunity. All right, there's a 7 out. 7 loses me $17. That's been confirmed. 7 is a negative $17. We lose 17. Let's hit repeat. Let's come right back up. Let's keep rolling. There's a 4 again. This time I had it on my field bet. It wins $35. So we've confirmed that. The point moves to the 4. Let's roll. There's a 9. The 9 wins in the field, $35. If I come over here, the 9 has been confirmed, $35. There's a 2. How about that? The 2 wins double. So I should win 70 on the 2, and sure enough, the 2 pays double, $70. We've confirmed it. Let's continue to roll. There's an 8. Now, 8 loses in the field, but 8 wins $70 on the place bet. So it nets a $35 win. Come over here. We've confirmed it's a $35 win. Don't forget to replace your bet in the field. Okay? So far, so good. We're trying to avoid the 10. Okay? There's a 6. Just like the 8, it loses in the field, but it wins $70 on the place bet, so that nets us a $35 win. Just confirmed it. Replace your field bet. Okay? If you can just remember to replace your field bets and avoid the hole, you'll do okay. So we've rolled 8 times. I have not rolled the 10. I've transferred all my risk away from the 7. I've moved it to the 10. Okay, and I've moved it to the Soft-10. I should point that out. I have transferred all the risk to the Soft-10 and not the 7. The 7 will lose me a little money, but not as much as it would if I rolled a Soft-10. Okay, so let's go. Let's try some more rolls. We're at 8. I think we've confirmed pretty much everything here. Let's roll and see what we can do here. Okay, another 6. We know that the 6 loses in the field, wins 70 on the place bet. That nets us a $35 win. Okay. And Brian, if you happen to watch this video and want to comment anything in the comments on what I'm doing right or wrong or what I forgot, please feel free to do that. I'm going to continue to roll. Ooh, I thought that was a 10. There's a 9. Okay. The 9, we don't have a place bet on the 9, but it's in the field. So we win 35. Come over here and confirm. Yes, we've won 35. Okay, we're at 10 rolls. There's a 5. Remember, the 5 is our break even. Okay, look here. The 5 shows nothing. No positive, no negative. It's a break even. We lose the field bet, but we win the place bet. So it's a break even. Don't forget to replace your field bet. Now, let's just recap a little bit. If I roll a soft 10, I'm going to lose 575. I'm already up 298. Okay? The 10 hasn't rolled yet. But what's the rules of large rolls? We're due to roll the 10. You have to decide, am I okay right now? Do I take that $298 and move on to another strategy? Do I take the risk, and am I willing to risk 575 loss to continue building my points? It's up to you. I'm going to roll a couple more times. If I hit the 10 and I go negative, we'll continue to roll, try to build ourselves back out of the hole, dig ourselves back out. And I would be curious to know, if we played this at a casino with $755 on the table, they may actually reduce a little bit, because this is really a bet that's in your favor, because the 7 will roll. What would your comps be? What would your points be? Maybe Brian can tell us how many points he accumulated when he played the strategy on the cruise ship. So we're at 11 rolls. Let's go a couple more rolls, see how this works out. Another 5, that's a break even. I'll try to go a little faster here. There's an 8. Okay, 8 loses in the field, but wins in the, loses in the field, wins on the place bet. Don't forget to replace. Let's roll. There's a 9. Okay, now, Brian, I don't know you, you don't know me. I'm very conservative. $400, I think I'm coloring up, and I'm going to go get something to eat at the steakhouse. I know that's not your objective. Your objective is to keep rolling and earn your points. But I think I've shown the strategy. I like the strategy. I would probably play this as a short-term strategy. I would not try 30 rolls. I would try a dozen rolls, maybe 15 rolls. If I avoid the 10, I would take my profits, color up, and cash out. So, give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Does anyone else have strategies that are designed solely to build comps or to build points in another tournament or a system? I think that's the goal here that Brian was trying to do with this bet. And I'm going to tell you the name that he called this. I'm just calling it another hedge bet. Brian called it John 10:10. After the biblical version of John 10:10. I don't have that scripture memorized, but he did mention it on his video. But the reason the 10:10 comes in is because you have two holes that you're trying to avoid. You're trying to avoid the 4-6, which is a 10, and you're trying to avoid the 6-4, which is a 10. So that's where he got the 10:10. So I like it. I may call this something like hedge against the 10:10, something like that. But anyway, I thought it was ironic that this video came up on my feed when I started searching on YouTube right after I did a video on a hedge bet and what a hedge bet was. And this is a great example of using a hedge bet to help you to fulfill your objective, to meet your goals. Okay? So that's going to be my video for today. It is it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, July the 22nd. And I appreciate everyone who has provided feedback and comments. Please keep those coming. And hope everyone's having a great day. And as always, thanks for watching.
Hey guys, if you made it this far, please check out these other craps related channels.